Hey y'all, welcome back to drawing comics, well, coloring comics. It will be watercoloring John Buscema's work. As you could see, it's pretty amazing work, and let me just show you the panel that I'm going to be working on. It is, well, it's going to be this one, but it's also going to be the one with the horse on there. Where is it? It's going to be this one as well. So lots of horse coloring. I really do enjoy these pages, like how they feel, the newspaper print, despite it being very brittle. You know, I'm kind of scared handling this comic because I feel like it's just gonna fall to pieces any minute now. But I also really do enjoy the smell. Like it has this like comic book old school smell. I guess that's more of like a nostalgia thing, but it is a pleasant aroma. I do enjoy that as well. That's actually something that digital comics don't bring you. You can't smell digital comics. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be dealing with today. Let's get started. And as I promised I did do, I washed out all the colors because they were getting pretty mucky, and it was ruining the experience kind of. So I noticed I don't need a lot at all. Like we've been doing all these other ones, and just a tiny boop of any of these colors lasted for all these panels. So that's something to know. You know, you don't really want to waste it when you don't need to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay down the primary colors. But I do think that white gets used up a lot because it is a mixing agent as well. Mix a lot of other colors with it, so it really does play into it. Now we need a red, and I want to say it's gonna be either this one or that one, because before I was using rose and it was just it wasn't coming out right. Could just mix no, actually there isn't any color you could mix to get red. Kind of thinking about it in my head right now. I'm like, can you actually mix it? Because orange is still red. You mix yellow and orange, you get more orange. You don't get red. I forget, I have to look it up. I'm pretty sure you don't. That's the reason why it's like CMYK. So we got some reds here. I'm kind of gonna go off the panel for now, and as I go through the other panels I'm gonna add more. So we got some green there. And I want to say it's like this green that you mix with white that produces the color that I'm seeing. Permanent green light. It's either emerald green or permanent green light. I'm gonna try this. It's dripping. It's not good. It's more liquidy. Whoa. I'll just play around with that. Say rag to the rescue. You don't want to smudge accidentally the entire panel. It's green. Another very vital tool when it comes to painting. So we got some green there. We need some brown. And I'd say some blue. Yeah, we absolutely need some blue. And some brown. I'm gonna say burnt umber. Yeah, or is it sienna? Burnt sienna. I'm gonna try burnt sienna. Also pretty liquidy. But they do dry up, so nothing to lose there. Okay, we said blue, right? Gonna go for blue. So I'm looking at this and it kind of looks like there's like oil there. Like, look at that. I thought these are watercolor. Why do they have oil in them? Maybe these liquid ones need to have oil so they stay liquidy. I don't know. Wild guess. Okay, getting back to it. There was a blue that I used that was really beneficial. That really worked. And I want to say it's cobalt blue. Squeeze that on there. Just a dab. Okay. And we're ready to go. Make sure to take off the cap from that water that you want to have a cap on. And I'm going to start with a 0. Where are you, 0? There you are. Okay. Just to make sure, I'm pretty sure this is it. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Oh, and some water. I'm going to be doing a little mixing. I feel like I should be doing it in this little compartment, but whatever. And I'm kind of curious how this red is going to turn out. It's going to be, like, I feel like it's going to be super red. Yeah, it's so bright, man. I'm going to try to tone it down with some blue. blue and a little white to see if I could dull it down a bit. It's almost painful to look at because it's so bright. Or really, I just don't want to admit that maybe that's not the red, and that it should be a little closer towards like a pinkish color. So rather than fighting it, I'm gonna try this one. Vermilion? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But I'm also gonna dab it in that same spot. I still don't think it's gonna be it. I think I'm just gonna have to stick with like that pinkish color. It's too orange. Just trying to figure out how I could play with that. Pink, I call on you. Or maybe crimson red. And I also have a magenta. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of these. Yeah, I already see it. It's not these other colors. But just a smidge of this. I mean, I would say it's I was gonna say closer, but it's not. Still super bright. Let's see what magenta looks like, because that was crimson red. Let's see what the energy of primary colors has to say about all this. You know, it's funny. I think actually the first colors were closer once they dried. Because this is proving to be the opposite. some cleaning here. Trying to see if this is a rag to rescue scenario. Or can we do something about it with the brush? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it dry, and then maybe I'll revisit it when it's dried out more with some white, some other colors. These other colors, these other reds might be useful when it comes to skin tone. They are kind of like on the orange side with some red in there, so it helps. Just covered up all the detail. Thinking too much pigment. This guy looks like he really burnt in the sun. But I'll tell you this, I'm liking the results for it more than the flesh tone that's included in there. Just mixing them myself, I'm actually getting closer results. But there are actually really good brands where they mix the colors well. So when you get a flesh tone, it's very close to flesh tone. you know, I could do my own take on it, but I don't want to yet. I want to get better at mixing colors. Nailing down what I see. And I think I'm forever going to be doing that. That's just part of learning. Is trying to just nail down as much as I see. I'm laying it on pretty thick to cover up my mistake. It's getting pretty buttery. I don't know. I think I might have to leave it alone as well, like I did with the red, and come back to it when it's more dry, because it just seems like it's getting greener and greener. It's not working. My attempt to save it is not working right now. So moving on. We're moving on to the rocks. And I'm gonna use more water. See if I could not fall for that again. There's some blue in there. Some blue for the shadows. It's so wild how little paint you have to use to cover an area. Still getting used to that. Like, it's so much more to do with water than pigment. kind of curious to know how they achieved it in a traditional method. Like, for instance, I am seeing some of the brown, but I'm also seeing that like bluish pigment, and I'm guessing because they were using pointillism in a printing press, in a sense, that I was able to do this like very light coat of blue to give the rock shadows. It would be cool to see like a movie that talks about this like comic book process in the old days. And I'm just shocked. I'm sure they're out there. I'm just not researching well enough. I'm just shocked considering how Marvel is like so huge, but they haven't done movies talking about those times and how it developed and what the process was like, what the artists were like. It's part of the reason why I am doing John Buscema's work as well, is because I just want him to get way more credit than's out there. Like, I didn't really find that much about him. Gonna give the horse a little bit more brightness. Yeah, my colors are turning out really bright here. When really it's like in between both of these colors. That's wild. Time is flying by. I'm already more than halfway through the stream. I'm still stuck on this panel. But I won't lie, I am a little excited. I'm going to be watching the rest of Stranger Things. What a great show. I do agree. This is probably like one of the few shows where I've actually started watching it as it's coming out. With Westworld being one of them as well. And another one of my favorites is Raised by Wolves. And I think that's just because I just liked it. It wasn't even that, I don't even think that it gets that much press or attention as it should. Raised by Wolves, that is. And I think I really enjoyed it because I like discovered it without any sort of word of mouth or anything like that, or seeing any ads or anything. I just kind of browsed and I was like, what is this? And then I discovered it. It's like, wow, this is an amazing show. Very well done. The acting is absolutely great. It's really, really good. And the story is really good. I think it's pretty original. It's fantastic to watch, and I'm pretty excited about the next season. But yeah, I think Stranger Things is just like one of those really popular shows that I don't mind watching as it comes out. Usually I'm just like, I don't know, too much hype because of social media and stuff, but with this one, might be to do with the fact that I'm a little bit of a Dungeons and Dragons nerd, so I like that. That's the that's really like the whole backdrop of it all. It's like whenever they sit down to play the game, they summon a new villain that just like miraculously plays into everybody's life and reality and how history unraveled and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. I like that idea. Now this thing that he's sitting on that's on a horse, I'm not gonna say it's the saddle. It looks like a material of some sort. Or fur that he's wearing. Or that's just on top of the horse. I'm gonna try to use more water and see what the results are. Needs a little more yellow. On the orange side. It was a tough panel, I'm gonna say that, with the colors, or it's just me being rusty from that whole like computer issue. That's awful. I'm hoping mixing some white with that. Brownish color might save it. By the looks of it, I might have to just revisit this when it dries. It's not too bad. Not extremely disappointed. It came out okay. I could always do better. Ooh, wait. There's still more. We got some of the foot right here. That must be complete. And I think this has to be covered as well. So we're not quite done yet. I don't know, man. I think they skimped out a little bit here and just filled it in. Because there's not that much of a difference between like this material that he's riding and his pants. Come on, guys. What you do there? Don't think it's the same material. I think you were taking a shortcut. The Ideal City, what's up, man? Or a woman, or not really sure. Yeah, me too. I really like, it's one of the reasons why I like Conan the Barbarian. Kind of has that vibe going. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's not only just copying to studying. It's really that's the primary reason, but the other reason is, to me personally, it's like reading. You know, you're the way you're reading a book, you're getting into the mind of the writer, and you're getting to read their style, how they're describing things, the scenes that they're creating with words, whereas with this it's with pictures. So I'm just kind of like exploring the creation of these scenes that he made with lines, and making the same lines that he made, and creating the same scenes that he created, and the same emotions and vibes and action and all that, by drawing this out. So I'm kind of like reading through images in a sense, and it's fun. You know, I really do enjoy it. I like making the lines that he makes. I like to create the scenes that he creates. So it's that, and yes, it's definitely also study as well. Like just studying his little details that he puts into things, and he draws so much. You know, this guy's drawing 2 issues, or was drawing rather 2 issues in a month. You know, so that's like 36 pages. Well, it's like 42 pages, or 62 pages rather, in a month. So it's pretty amazing. He's a great artist, and I'm just like trying to see how much I could pick up from all this stuff. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun in general. That's great. Are you also doing are you also comics? Are you doing comics, or you're doing some other type of art? Oh, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's a huge one too. Showing stuff in galleries and such. And I think it's all part of the same thing, like fine arts and comics. It is art. It's all in one. Are you reading anything new or anything cool that's come out recently? As far as like comics go? Never heard of it. Oh, I gotta check that out. Vinland Saga. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, I'll take a look at those. I'm right now I'm really into Outcast with Azaceta. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's beautiful work. I mean, everything about it. The illustration, his line work is great. And the colors are fantastic. I've been kind of binging on that. Trying to just have it in small doses. I don't want to overdo it. And also Moonshine by Eduardo Risso. Brian Azzarello, Eduardo Risso. They also did 100 Bullets, which is also really good. One of my favorite comic books. So those two I'm following at the moment. I haven't really discovered anything beyond that, but I'll check those out. Those sound pretty cool. Yeah, Outcast is really good. It's the story is even very, very good as well. They're both a lot of fun. I enjoy both of them a lot. I'm glad I stumbled upon them. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. Ideal City, thanks for tuning in, man. I hope I see you in the next stream. I stream every day, aside from Sundays. So the next stream is going to be on Monday, starting at 3, where I'm going to be doing drawing basics. And then at 4, I'm going to be drawing comics, where I'm going to be drawing John Buscema's work. And then at 8, I am doing like a personal project where it's not comic book related. Not necessarily that it won't be in the future, but just something that I'm working on currently. So tune into those if you're enjoying the content. It's gonna be Eastern Standard Time for all those times. You could also check out the social media. I post there regularly when I'm going live. Twitter as well. So you could check those out on the Twitch links that I provided on there, and you could tune in whenever you get a chance. Yeah, I'm gonna go off now. Gonna watch the rest of Stranger Things, which I'm also pretty excited about. And I'll see you guys on Monday. So hit the subscribe button to get notification. Check out the social media as I mentioned. And I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, see ya. Ideal City. See you soon, man.